Welcome back, Weirds and Weeaboos, to the channel Publishing Doge, where today I'm going to be continuing the series of soloing Giant's Nightmare Mode with every single Skylander that I can, using maxed out Skylanders. Last video we decided to start off with Drobot, but this video we're going to be doing the one that you guys voted for. And the one that you guys voted for was of course the one designed to inflict maximum suffering on me. That being said, just before we jump into this, I'd like to set a few ground rules for future videos like this. So, I already alluded to this in the first video, but for those of you who missed it, in the first video I did genuinely sit down and play every single level in Nightmare difficulty. In this video though, I'm afraid I'm going to stop doing that, and I'm probably going to keep it that way for all future videos. Reason being, the main part of the challenge that's actually, hard is like the last 3 levels. The other 13 levels just kind of make for filler footage. For the first video, I did do every level, just in case anyone was going to complain that I hadn't done the whole game. I guess I can point to that as a proof of concept, like, hey, I can do the whole game if you want, I just don't think you want that. And to be fair, with the first video there's a lot more to talk about, so there was a lot more, chatting that I felt I could fill the dead air with, so to speak, when we're in the more boring parts of the game. But especially if I'm going to be doing these videos repeatedly, I'm going to be honest, I could keep doing all of Nightmare Mode, including the earlier levels, but I would be repeatedly wasting hours of my life on sections I probably wouldn't want to show much footage for, because it's just really boring. So for the sake of this video, and every video onwards from this point, we are only going to be playing Autogyro Adventure, Lost City of Arkus, and of course bringing order to Kaos with the final boss. There's a bonus rule that if my Skylander can enter an elemental zone with an ambush, I have to play the levels containing those ambushes, and I have to beat them. But once I beat the ambush, I can just leave the level. Now this is really going to test my knowledge, but off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure there's a life ambush in Rumbletown Chapter 3 against a bunch of stealth elves. There is of course an undead ambush in Autogyro Adventure against a couple Chop Chops. There is 2 fire ambushes actually. There is a Sunburn ambush in Glacier Gully, and there is a Flameslinger ambush in Lost City of Arkus. I think it was Lost City of Arkus. Hopefully I'm right on that one. And lastly, for the purposes of this video, there is a water ambush against 3 Gill Grunts in Troll Home Security. With all that being said, I'm now going to break the magic and tell you this part of the video was actually recorded at the end, because I really didn't like my original take of me explaining what's been going on. So I'm going to pass this back over to Pass Me, and let you say hail to the whale.
Hail to the whale!
There he is. I'm not gonna lie, I have tried to record this twice before, and I feel so stupid. The first time, I completely forgot to turn the in-game music and voices off so that I can edit in my own and all that and get a cleaner audio file to work with. But also, after doing that the first time, I'm like, okay, let me give this another go. And instead, I immediately forgot why I needed to reset, and I started recording all over again without actually turning the music or the voices off, the whole point of me starting the recording again. So yeah, that was pretty dumb. Either way, this time I remembered. Hooray. But anyway, essentially, as you can see, we do have every heroic challenge done. As a reminder for those of you who don't know what I mean by maxed out Skylander, we have the Knight's Helmet equipped, obviously the highest statted helmet in the game, or hat, unlocked for beating Nightmare difficulty in the first place. We have all quests completed. To be fair, this doesn't actually give us any benefit. It's just like, I mean, it would look wrong not having the gold-plated elemental symbol with it when I've got all this other stuff. And here's something worth talking about. We are actually on the melee path for Thumpback. So let me talk about this a bit. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the melee path, while both paths aren't bad, I think the melee path is the weaker path for Thumpback, especially if you're playing Nightmare Mode. I think it is the worst path to pick if you're tryharding. However, we picked it anyway. Why is that? That is basically because I think it is going to make for much better content. The other path, the main reason it'd be good is because it gives us access to Thumpback's most powerful and safe attack, that being Sushi Vomit. Sushi Vomit is a relatively, definitely relatively speaking, fast attack. Like, it's not a fast attack, but when we're comparing to the low standards of what Thumpback's moveset has, it's a fast attack that has good range and can be activated or deactivated at any time. You can cancel it anytime you want. And it does really good knockback and does very good damage. So basically, it would just be, the entire run would be me spamming Sushi Vomit for the most part, and barely using my other moves if I was going to play like that. And I just feel like that's not in the spirit of this challenge. That I feel like that's not going to make for the best content. I feel like you probably don't want to see that. So I'm going to spare you that. I think instead, by forcing myself to use the melee path, it makes for more interesting content to watch. Because it's not even like the melee path has bad upgrades or anything, it's just basically everything the melee path gives you is very slow and very dangerous and very punishable, which obviously is not what you really want to hear in Nightmare. But, I mean, you guys are here to watch me squirm anyway. Like, you know what you did. It was up to a vote. You could have given me an easy one. You could have said, oh, you know what? I'm going to give you Hex Series 2, or, oh, hey, I'm going to give you Sprocket. You're going to have a great time. But no, you said, I want you to suffer. You said, oh, yeah, I want to do Thumpback. I want you to do the hardest selection from the entire vote. So, like, clearly you want to watch me squirm. So, like, you know. You're going to get what you goddamn deserve. You're going to get what you asked for. You're going to get me squirming like a worm. I say that, it still shouldn't be too tough. Now, I actually don't have to deal with this cannon because we're already at the water gate, and as soon as I've done the ambush, I'm just going to leave the level. So, let's go. Out of the way, the ambush is down here. Now, before I walk out, I will say, I was very scared of this ambush. I had a decent worry that this might actually be the hardest part of the entire challenge. Like, it might be harder than Autogyro Adventure, it might be harder than the final boss and all that. But I've had my fears assuaged already in my previous attempts, because it hasn't been as bad as I remember it being. It might just be that all that grinding has paid off enough that now it's not too much of an issue. But I was very, very intimidated by these guys going into it, but they actually haven't been too bad. We're going to be using a lot of our AAB combo, because it's just got such insane, disgusting range on it like that. And I don't know if that's just from the cutscene. I think the mid-cutscene invincibility gave me like, oh, come on! Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. I think the mid-cutscene invincibility, yeah, let me deflect the shot. That's interesting. Okay, so like, I was mad I got hit there because I was waiting for the Gilgrunt that hit me twice there to shoot, and he just wouldn't shoot. And I'm like, oh, can he not shoot right now? Why would he not shoot? And then he did his animation where like he looks into his gun and all that, which, if I remember correctly, I swear he always does that before he's about to use his jetpack to move. So I thought maybe he just bugged out and it wouldn't let him shoot. But he then just shot anyway. Like, he waited like 5 years to shoot his gun without doing anything, and eventually just like, oh, I guess he just won't shoot. And then he shoots.
Yeah, this was just a misread from me. I thought both of the Gilgrunts were doing the gun-looking animation, but this guy is looking in his gun and this guy's laughing. So I thought they were both looking in their gun, and if they were both looking in their gun, that means that neither of them should have shot, but, well, that happened. Now remember this platform on the right, because we're not using it on this run, but this platform there, that is the undead gate for this level, and that platform always will contain the Chop Chop ambush, which we will be doing whenever we get an undead Skylander in this challenge. That's going to be an interesting one. It's also convenient that it's actually in one of the final 3 levels, because I don't think any other ambush is, so that's going to save us a lot of time. Either way, we are going to blow this guy up and be done with our first vehicle segment. There we go. Unskippable, cool. Swing, swing, bonk. Get sucked into the whirlpool. Congratulations. Bonk. Oh, whoa, that actually... The whirlpool is so buggy in all the best ways, I love it. Let me get out of the way. Okay, right. I just gotta keep crossing them up. I don't think I even have time to go for a melee here. I think they're too fast. I say fast, it's more like I'm just too slow. Right, okay, yeah, we're good. To be fair, I'm kind of sad there isn't an upgrade path that really upgrades your sliding ability for, like, Thumpback. Because I'd argue the other upgrade path is more of a chomp upgrade path than a slide upgrade path. And I really think that the slide is really, really fun. It's a shame there aren't more upgrades for it. I find it kind of confusing they don't make more upgrades for it, because it kind of feels like the main reason to play Thumpback is to use the belly flop. I'm kind of surprised they didn't do more with it, you know?
Right, I'm gonna fight from here. I think that's probably sensible. So this guy's dead. Yeah, I was thinking, I know he aggroed on me there, so I was a little nervous, but I'm like, my gut is pretty sure that his flamethrower doesn't actually reach from there. I was probably playing with fire a little bit there, but I didn't get burned. Now again, I know that I already said in the last video, but for anyone who missed it, you might be wondering, hey, how come we are bothering to include Autogyro Adventure? It's been pretty easy so far. Like you said, you only wanted to do the hard ones. It's mostly because of the ending. The ending of Autogyro Adventure is actually insanely difficult, no joke. Like, it's actually really, really hard. It is probably the single hardest combat section in the entire game. Alright, let's see what this combat section's got. I actually don't remember. Is it? Oh, it's an Arcane Shield Juggernaut. Okay. Bonk. Suck. Let me move. Let me move. Let me move. Oh my god, the end lag on that move is so disgusting. I knew I was greeding a little, but I thought surely that's enough time. Right, I think I can end this here. I might be greeding, but yeah, no, he's dead. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Ooh. This is going to be a little tough, I think. Oh, no, never mind. You're dead real fast there. Ooh. Well, it wasn't a critical hit, technically, but the elemental damage boost really did save my life there. You know what? I'm starting to think maybe the final boss will actually be the hardest part for Thumpback. Because I feel like I'm getting saved here by the fact I actually am just doing enough damage that, like, a lot of enemies that should be giving me a hard time are actually dying before they can, like, destroy me. Like, I'm kind of surprised. I thought this would be a lot more slow-paced. I thought there would be a lot more, like, sections where if I went in guns a-blazing, I just wouldn't be able to kill the enemy until it was too late, and they would melt me to death. And I thought I was going to have to sit in the corner and play very slow and only go for the occasional swing and all that. But it does look like there's a lot of these enemies that I do actually have the power to basically kill them before they actually get much of a chance to hit me. I did not think this would be going like this. Something is wrong with me. Something is wrong. Like, something is clicked. I'm not kidding. I've never made this mistake until I started doing these videos, and now I'm doing it every time. It's the diminished level of consciousness from having to constantly talk while playing. It's like I'm sleepwalking through the game. You know, I still kind of know what I'm doing based on instinct, but I'm not actively thinking. I'm actively thinking about what I'm saying, not what I'm doing. I didn't press A twice. I don't know why I did 2 hits. Come on, you know you want a laser. You know you want a laser. There you go. You know what? I'm sorry, that was really bad. That was really sloppy. I might have actually kind of screwed myself for the ending there, taking so much unnecessary damage to that one stupid shield juggernaut that I really shouldn't be getting hit by. Or, you know, I could just pretend I was throwing for content. Right, let's fight this crystal golem, even though I technically don't have to. Right, I'm gonna wait for you to slam because, like, yeah. But now I can do this, which is just, like, devastation. Let me get out of the way. Nah, I just can't move. I'm too slow. You know, maybe I just have to confess it's an impatience problem. I think it's because I'm, like, too all in or all out. It's like, if the encounter seems like it's easy, I feel like I have to rush it, you know? Because it's like, well, this is entertaining. I just want to get through this quickly and get to the good stuff. You know what it is? It's like, if it's an encounter I think is easy, and I think shouldn't be, like, worth, like, trying that hard for, I feel like it just makes me want to rush everything, and I just shoot myself in the foot by doing that terribly. Alright, here we go. Especially considering I lost way more health than I really needed to get here. This is where things are going to get interesting. But hopefully, I'll actually lock in, play patient like I should have been playing, and things will be fine. Let's see. Now, in this one, I think I am going to have to say I can't really get in the circle too much. I mean, I say that. Are these enemies not going to activate until I do it? Oh, well, I guess I hit them and now they're... Okay, right, yeah, there we go. Right, because I need to fight them here. Like, I just... Thumpback hasn't got a chance otherwise. Actually, I could cross... No, I can't cross you up. You're too fast. You're too fast. You're too fast! Okay. I've got it. I've got it, though. We're fine. And you're pretty easy, just gotta not get too hasty here. Oh, it's pretty well. I could technically try and cheese this a little by trying to whirlpool this guy while he's still on the top, but I think I'm gonna stay in the spirit of the challenge. Okay. You have got to slam first. I'm not blinking here. I'm gonna go for one of these. One. Singular. One. And then I'm not gonna go for any more. I'm gonna catch me out for sure. Even that. Like, that was so safe and that still nearly got me killed. Okay. No, come on! Okay, right, no. This one's gonna be tough. You know, the swordsmen are usually the hardest part of this, but honestly, this encounter for Thumpback might be the toughest part for him specifically. Especially if these guys desync. Like, if they shoot their lasers at the same time, I think I might have a much better shot. Yeah, this is good. Oh, I was just a little slower to stand up there. I'm too slow still! Okay. No. Okay, that was not good. Okay, no, you're not gonna snipe from there, right? I was gonna say. But they also are taking 0 damage from there, okay. No, what? Oh, I just wanted to belly slide, man! I just wanted to belly slide! Okay, we're back here, and I think, yeah, I took like maybe 1 hit on the way over here, and got enough food to heal it back up, so we're in a much stronger footing this time. Just took my time a lot more. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit worried to have to do this section again, but to be fair, it went pretty well the first time. And I think my AAB will just, like, yeah, that keeps him away pretty well. Oh, hello. I'll keep a bomber. Sure. I'll take it. Bonk. Well, that went pretty well. So, yeah, that was actually pretty easy this time. Right. Here's where it's gonna get a little rough. Let me just get ready to spin. Never mind, you're gonna take forever to come down here. There we go. Wait, have I already broken all the crystal? Oh wow, that was great. That was fast. Okay, and we're seeing the full force of all this extra damage for sure. Right. Hopefully we can do this better this time. I'm gonna try and play bottom corner here. Please, just laser. Yes. Oh my god, that was still so close. It's disgusting. I still can't get away from it, man. No, I've gotta rush one of you down. There we go. Gonna whirlpool you, and then we're gonna. Why does it do that sometimes? Just go through him. I know you can do it. Okay, fine. Right. Well, whatever. We survive because we have way more health this time. I'm gonna touch the circle so they come after me, but I'm gonna walk away because ain't no way I'm gonna be able to fight in there. Oh. Oh, well, it still works. There we go. Wait, hang on. Actually, I should probably, because I'm gonna get lasered. I should have seen that coming ages ago. I should have. If I get lasered there, I'm kind of screwed. I need to be more careful than that. I'm gonna tank the hit, I'm gonna do it. And then, yeah. I just didn't want to have to deal with him at the same time as the Flame Brewer. Okay, there we go. And that's it, isn't it? I believe, for the combat. Now I think we just get out of here. Yeah. Okay, so that was probably going to be the hardest part, and that's out of the way now. The only question now is whether the final boss might actually be a problem. Usually the final boss is not that bad, actually, but I could see for Thumpback specifically the final boss being harder than it usually is. We'll see. Oh yeah, war game. I kind of forget that's there, even though you see it all the time. Anyway, let's see if we can just rush down this What are these guys actually called? Come to think of it, Trogmancers? Something like that? The mage things that make big trogs? I don't know why they didn't just keep them as undead spellpunks, but whatever. Also, that was a terrible idea. Sorry, that was awful. You didn't need to see that. Oh man, sometimes I just get carried away. Sometimes I think, oh yeah, this is an easy encounter. I'm just gonna have fun with this one. I feel like using a whirlpool, and I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm going to be stuck here for eternity now. You know what, just for the sake of entertainment, why don't I try and show you the skip this time? Got it. So yeah, now if we wanted to, we can use the Explodo Ball, or... was it Roboto Ball? I already forget what it's actually officially called, but whatever. The Exploding Ball thing. Whether it's an Explodo Ball or a Roboto Ball, it's the ball that explodes. We could use that to cheat that encounter now. I'm not going to actually do that, but I could if I wanted to. Right, first thing I'm going to do, I need to take out the sniper straight away. I'm not going to be able to... wait, are you still here? Okay, you're still there, huh? Okay. There's going to be another sniper down here. You need to take it out immediately. There we go. Because I'm being a little boring here, but these trogs... Thumpback has such a problem with dealing with trogs, like he's not good at it, so if I'm trying to do this while I'm getting sniped, it's just going to end badly. That's the wrong word. Why did I do this worst possible? And that's a good example of why Thumpback is really bad at dealing with trogs. That was really, really stupid of me. You know what, honestly? Give me a death. Give me a death. That was terrible. I'm sorry. I have been flubbing this chapter so bad. We haven't even got to a hard part yet. Let's just reset that. That's terrible. Alright, take two. Let's not embarrass ourselves this time. Right, okay, no, you're just gonna stay there. I feel like these specific Arcane Snipers do that a lot. They don't switch positions a lot, even when it makes a lot of sense for them to do so. I need to remember I have to bite. Like, I know it doesn't do that much damage, so I always feel like I don't want to use it, but the thing is, like, it's quick and it's safe, and that's a lot more than I could say about most of Thumpback's other moves. Like, let's get you guys grouped up. There we go. And now, can I do this combo? Is it too greedy? It's a little greedy. Okay, now I can go for the spin though, I think. Yeah, just about. There we go. Still relatively clean. Could have been a little better still, but that's pretty clean. Now, do you have any cheats in your... because I need to start buying a bunch of these, yeah. Alright, that should be enough Skystone's cheats to actually last me a lifetime. Okay, I actually have a bit of genuine confusion here. I know that you can stay at the sides and not get hit if you're small enough, but if you're a giant, how do you actually get past this section without getting hit? Am I stupid? Like, is Thumpback fast enough? No, like, am I stupid? Do you just have to get hit here? Because, like, I think if you're a giant, there's just no way to not get hit here. I don't get it. I feel stupid, but, like, I don't know what else you would do. Right, let's see if this actually poses a challenge. Oh wait, I just realized it's a water zone, never mind, better look. I say that, oh my god, I still can't walk away from that bullet even when I went for that attack so early to try and avoid all the issues. Just disgusting, the end lag on some of these moves, it's like ridiculous. Like, I see that sniper shot coming a mile away, I'm literally miles away from it, I'm holding the button to walk away the whole time, and I still can't get out of the way in time. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, let me actually play careful for a second, because I'm taking way too many hits, and we still got one very tough combat encounter coming up. Actually, I will go for a whirlpool here, I can get away with it. I cannot get away with it. I can get away with it, okay, right. I'm gonna go... No, I'm not gonna do it. It's too slow. Everything's too slow. Get down here, you stupid Trognomancer. Why won't you come down? Do it already. Oh, you're actually bugged. Okay, wait, hang on a minute. I actually have to whirlpool you then. Wait, no, it doesn't even hit. It doesn't even hit. Right, we're back, and unfortunately, as usual, getting through all those trogs was an absolutely miserable experience, but hopefully this time we don't soft lock here. That would be nice, I would appreciate that. Now hopefully these guys are going to charge up slow enough that I am safe to drop a whirlpool. I'm also going to continue to... Oh, no! I was going to say I was going to make sure that I stayed on the right side of the screen so the sniper didn't spawn, but it looks like it spawned in that spot and just took a while to pop out. Nah, there's just no way to dodge that. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Only one hit. Oh, wait, what is it? What are they doing? Okay. Well, that's really annoying because my combo missed because they just ran into a wall for some reason. Okay. Oh, okay, right, whatever. Whatever. I'm having a... No, come on. There's just nothing I could do, man. Okay. Man, I'm still not half satisfied with this, but I feel like there's nothing else I can do. I feel like I could probably maybe no-hit that encounter if I get luckier with the sniper spawns. If the sniper would just spawn in a better spot, if it would just spawn further to the right and I could not, like, spawn it until I'm ready to take it on, it would be so much easier, but I think it's spawning on the... I feel like I could no-hit that first part of the encounter if the sniper just spawns on the far left side and I could wait to spawn it. I think I'd be fine then, but the fact that it keeps spawning... Say it keeps spawning, I don't know why I'm saying it keeps, it's only one time. The fact that it spawned on the far right side and just for some reason took forever to like actually pop out, so it kind of convinced me it wasn't there. It really threw me off. I don't even think that's dodgeable. I just don't think that's even physically dodgeable. Right, hopefully this encounter we're not going to mess up. Again, I'm not going to cheat any of these fights by using the Roboto Ball. Oh boy, here we go. I think I'm going to dash through them like that. And please tell me I still can't get out of the way in time. I still can't. Oh my god, now one hit for the last encounter. You're kidding me. Oh... God, wait, is this actually going to be not doable? I can't believe I'm going to be struggling with this bit when I got through Arkus. I always want to call it Arkus and Autogyro Adventure now for some reason. I don't know why. I never said that before until these videos. Maybe this part will actually be the hardest part of the game for Thumpback specifically. Because these sort of... Don't tell me I can't get through that. No, come on. This is a joke. Oh god. Okay, it's not impossible, but it's a long shot now. No. Okay, right. And then they're gonna charge it. Yeah, I'm so screwed. Armor hit saved me, I guess, but... Can I cancel the charge? No, I can't. Let me just get out of here. Okay. Come on, attack. Come on. This guy's charging up off screen. Yeah, he charged up off screen. I just can't, man! Ah! Man, well, to be fair, I'll admit, it's probably only right I suffer like this. I don't have to fight these guys technically, so I'll skip them. It's probably only right I suffer like this, because I did say that one of the reasons I really like Thumpback is because I feel like they're one of the only giants where, even though they are ridiculously difficult, you can play them in Nightmare. Because you have so much range, even if you're still really slow. Now, I said that, and I kind of believe it still, but I definitely am realizing, like, yeah, most of the game, like a really huge chunk of the game is genuinely just hard, but you can do it. I do feel like we're starting to see at the very limit with some of the very hardest normal enemy encounters. Like, I am pretty convinced in a lot of these scenarios there's actually nothing I can do to not get hit. Like, I'm pretty convinced, like... Don't get me wrong, I'll probably get hit a little less if we weren't skill issuing as much. But I feel like there's not much room for less skill issues. Like, there's a couple room, there's like a little bit of room for less skill issues. But I think a lot of this is just like, my character's just too big and fat and slow, and there's nothing that you can really do about it. I don't want to do this again, man. I hate this bit. Okay, you take out the sniper first, wherever the hell it is. Okay, you are here. I don't know why sometimes they take so long to come out. Right, bait the swipe. Can you shoot me from here? You cannot. Okay, there you can shoot from. I'm gonna try it again. Go for it. Go fast. You gonna pop out again? Yes, you are. I'm gonna have to get used to using the bite more. I think there's a lot of situations where even though the bite is less damage, like you just literally have to use it to not die in the process of trying to hit people. Actually, yeah, this is working a lot better. It's slow, but it's working a lot... It's still working better, but oh man, it's so annoying. Because it's so hard to even see their attack animations. Like, I think I got hit there because I walked into... Oh my god, like, yeah, no. Admittedly, this suffering is probably deserved. Because you know what? I did say that part of the reason I like Thumpback so much is because I said that I think Thumpback is the only giant in the game who is a melee giant who, like, they actually work in Nightmare mode just because they have enough range, even if they are really slow. And, you know, I did say that. I need to hold myself to that. And I feel like for most of the game he's held out. But just, like... This chapter, man. This chapter. It's the snipers, I think, are the big thing. Like, the snipers and the swordsmen. Like, the swordsmen, you know they're going to be a big thing. The swordsmen are a problem usually. But the snipers, I feel like if you're playing most other characters, they are tough at first, but once you, like, get good at the game, like, they're not too bad. But, like, with Thumpback, there's never a point where they stop being bad, because you're just so goddamn slow and huge. And, like, what are you supposed to do? Because if you don't rush down the swordsmen, they get their charge, and they have, like, ridiculously fast attack animations with gigantic hitboxes and super armor. Like, you've got to do something about that. You can't just sit there and let them get it. But then if you rush them down, all your moves are super laggy and super committal. You're going to get absolutely cut to bits. And even if you don't, then you're going to have to use your belly slide. The belly slide is like the most reliable way to get a hit on them to try and cancel their animation without getting hit yourself. But then the belly slide has a little end lag, and then the snipers just catch you with the end lag. It's like, there's nothing you can do. Right, I'm going to have to be as boring as physically possible here. Like, extremely boring. Oh, at last. Okay, we actually no-hit that section. Oh god, that was... yeah. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay. I don't think we got the sniper spawn, which is good. Whirlpool. Pull them in. Okay, now we have to spawn the sniper. And yeah, it just instantly shoots. Instantly shoots. Like, there's nothing I can do there. The only way I can dodge those attacks is the belly slide, and then they instantly get, like, a sniper shot on me that's completely undodgeable once I commit to a belly slide. It's like, there's nothing I can do. It's just factually true. You are getting hit there. Okay. Right, again, we're going to be very careful here. We're not going to hit these guys at all, even though we can kind of catch them while they're on the top ledge. Because otherwise we're going to bug out the encounter again. We don't get a soft left again. I want to get past this dumb level. There we go. Right, okay. We're going to get more swordsmen. Let's see if I can catch them off screen here. Nah, no such luck. Okay, they're kind of split here. It's just the hitbox, man. I was really hoping that I'd get like far enough away from that like swordsman running past them there that they wouldn't go for an attack, or if they did, they would go for the direct stab where I can dodge it. They went for the wide swing that's like a cone so huge it literally hits behind them. Get out of the way. You go for the swipe. Get out of the way. You go for the swipe again, and now go for you. Kill them quick. Dash through. Come on! I forgot, because these are naturally spawned, they don't shrink back down afterwards. I also thought I could sneak in the gap, which to be fair was maybe stupid. I took so much damage from that. This was actually such a good run and I threw off of that. Dodged the laser. I'm running at full sprint for this character and I still can't dodge the stupid jabs. It's just like, there's nothing. There's nothing. It can't be done. Alright. Okay, encounter over. Oh, okay, that's the end of the level. In case you're wondering, yeah, there's no more combat after this, so I'm calling that done. Oh my god, get me out, 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 get me out. Okay, I kind of expected that would be a miserable level, but I didn't actually think I would have that much trouble. I thought the only thing that was going to be miserable was the trogs. And to be fair, the trogs were the most miserable part. I wasn't expecting, like, the ending to actually cause me that much trouble if I could get through Autogyro Adventure. But, oh, lo and behold. Oh, I forget this first area is a water area, so actually this first encounter should be pretty easy. Hopefully. Where's the sniper gonna spawn? I know you're coming. You know what? Fine, we'll do it your way. Yeah, there we go. There's one gone. There's two gone. And that makes this encounter very, very easy. I did greed a little bit there, but I'm going to be honest with you. I just... Maybe actually I shouldn't have done that in hindsight, but it felt cool. Like, if I don't get enough damage off of that spin combo, I get hit there, obviously. It's just... I mean, we're doing a lot of damage. Sure, why not? Alright. Ooh, okay, maybe that was a little bit risky, but I would have been a bit disgusted if it didn't let me through there. I did kill them a lot faster than I expected to, though, which is good news. Right, next encounter is the one that's going to be the toughest in this level, I imagine. Oh, we're a bit slow, so the timing's a little bit off for this cycle. I have to wait. There we go. Right, let me think. I think I want to get into the corner as fast as possible and then run out of the corner as the laser comes. Like that. Okay, yeah. Well, good enough. That actually wasn't too much damage taken. That was very close. That was very close. Thumpback just turned so slowly, I nearly just didn't turn fast enough to get the belly flop I wanted. But we were there. Okay, we are actually still... Actually, we're going to be full HP. In fact, I'm going to leave that melon there, because I'm going to go for the melon down here. Why is that belly slide like that? I know, like, inclines or declines, like, bug out the belly slide sometimes. I already knew this. But usually, they have to be very steep. Whereas, like, this one, that's not even steep. Why does that... It even works up... I don't know. I don't know. That's very annoying. Okay, I'm a little nervous about this encounter. Yeah, I'm just not fast enough for the belly slap. I maybe should have just gone for that straight away. I hesitate a little bit because I know it's very committal, but I should have just gone straight for it. I didn't actually think the crystal golem would be that quick to act, to be honest. Okay, right, there we go. And that's the last encounter before the boss. I am very interested to see how easy/hard this boss is. I actually kind of don't know how it's going to feel on Thumpback. Alright, you know what time it is? Time to turn the music and voice back on. Let's go. No, let me... What even hit me? Because, like, okay. No, I need to watch that back, like, in editing. I could only assume that the guy I was touching wasn't the guy who hit me, because they're way over, they're facing the opposite direction I am. So maybe the guy in, like, closer to the front of the screen there, maybe that was the guy who hit me, but at least the last time I looked, I don't even think they were ready to wind up their attack, let alone actually hit me. That would be weird if that... I need to figure out what happened there. Well, either way. We're going to be able to do some good damage here. That was a little sketchy. Okay, that I'm going to have to be wary of, I guess. So I can do enough damage so quickly that it actually starts to slam mid-combo. I'm going to have to be careful about that one. Over here. Oh, he was one hit away anyway. Maybe I should have just focused it. Okay.
I call upon the awesome power of Arkus to destroy you and that stupid Skylander.
Okay, we got it. Sorry, I should be talking more, but just... It's not even that part's that hard, but I just feel like if I make a small mistake, even if it's a dumb, easy mistake to, like, rectify, I'm gonna get punished pretty hard. Yeah, that feels so sketchy, but you do get enough time to get out of the way. Okay, Blaze Vision, can this help us? It's a little bit awkwardly positioned. That might be my bad for not thinking ahead. Please let me combo spin these guys before they can... bit greedy. I really thought I would be dead by then, but maybe that was a bit greedy of me. I only took one hit though, thankfully. I think because I got an armor hit in there. Right, I'm gonna get out of the way in a second. There you go. See, we immediately managed to delete one Archean Shield Juggernaut. This other one's gonna take a while because I don't think it took, like, basically any damage there. But, no, I didn't think I'd slide that much. I knew that the belly flop was gonna get me close to that guy, but when I thought I was gonna stop on it, but no, it slid me so far to the right there. Okay, I actually gotta be pretty careful now. No! No! Come on! Like, what do I do about that? Alright, so I guess this is how I see it. In theory, the final boss shouldn't be too bad, but the problem is kind of two things. First of all, those sections with the evil magic, like you see versus the Chompy Mage in Willican Village, we are terrible with those. We are a huge target that is really bad at moving between the teeny gaps, and that's a big problem. As well as that, there are also... a lot of... No. Sorry. Okay. There are a lot of enemies spawning, of course. And while those enemies on their own would actually not be too much of a problem, like, I think I could take them, usually. The problem is that if I don't kill them fast enough, the Bullet Hell Evil Magic spawns at the same time that I still have Archean Shield Juggernauts on the screen. And I want to rush them down, but I can't rush them down because there's too many bodies, like, stacked in one spot. So if I went to go for a greedy combo, the next thing I need to do is immediately belly slide out. But to belly slide out, I have to actually, you know, be able to slide. And it typically spawns the enemies on the corner of the arena. So I'd have to get, like, my hand stuck into a corner, and then I'd be surrounded on all sides, unable to escape the corner. I don't know, man. It just seems like no matter what I would do there, I'm getting screwed over. I think my best bet is, you know, for as much as I'm scolding myself for being a bit too aggressive, maybe I'm not being aggressive enough. I can't believe I really didn't think I would be saying that by the end of this run, but I feel like we saw there when I died. Like, obviously I'm not saying I played that perfectly, but I think that once I was in the situation where there are Archean Shield Juggernauts on screen, and there are still evil magic, that's just it. Like, you're not coming back from that. Like, you're gonna die. To be fair, we also did get a bit screwed. Okay. Again, I'll have to watch it back in post. I'm pretty sure the Archean Jouster at the top of the screen, at the top of the arena, I'm pretty sure he bugged. Because, like, I was waiting for him to move from that position too, but he just wouldn't move. I think he got stuck on the edge of the arena. And it was really frustrating, because if he just walked towards me like a normal enemy, I'm pretty sure I could have baited the attack and gotten out of the way and at least survived a bit longer. It might not have made a difference, but it definitely wouldn't have killed me right then, right there. But I didn't get to do it because they just got stuck in that corner. It's like, well, I kind of need you to move for me to be able to bait you. Okay, right. Right, let me try something different here. We're still getting into this corner, but we're using a belly slide to get in there to begin with. Swerve around like that. That felt good. We stay close to them so that we can get away from the laser faster. We killed him with a spin. Now there's just one guy. Much more manageable. Done. Right, that was clean. That was clean. But I've got to remember that this crystal golem attacks instantly. Like, the second you arrive, he's already locked onto you. So I've got to be dodging immediately. Yeah, that's like instant. There's like no, like... Oh, come on. I was actually no-hit the whole time too until that. Right. It's so rare that happens that I touch that spinning blade that, like, until it was too late, I forgot that was even a possibility. You know? Ah. Alright, let's try this again. I don't want to talk about it. So I stupidly thought, hey, maybe if I use a whirlpool combo, that doesn't do as much damage as quickly as a spin combo. Maybe he won't go for the punch as fast, so there's more time for me to walk out of the way afterwards. That was like instant. I was like completely locked out the entire time. So we've already like nuked half our health bar. Great start. That did not work out. He's getting stuck on the corner again. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Right. Oh god, what am I going to do about this? I feel like this run's kind of already doomed. I hope not, but it feels like it. I'm trying to remember if you ever get a heal midway through this fight. I don't think you do. Oh, wait, there is the blue... Oh, wait, no. Wait. Yeah, I can pick those up. They don't do a whole lot, but I can pick those up. That's something, I guess. Right, I've got to kill the minions first. Right, we're just buying it this time, because, like, yeah. Just let me walk, man. The game is actually saying I'm too fat to walk in between that arcane jouster and the hand. That's like how ridiculous it is trying to walk around as this character. Okay, cool. No, we're cancelling that. You're not spawning more. No, you're not spawning more. Okay, phew. Get a lot of early damage in. Oh, what kind of animation cancelling because we're damaging this fast? No, let me move. Okay, thank God for the armor hit. Please, please. Yes, okay, he's dead. That's the big thing. Oh my goodness. I feel like that shouldn't have been the winner run. That feels like it's a bit scuffed, but whatever. Alright then, there you go, you masochists. You got what you asked for. So that's Thumpback. I want to get this done at some point anyway, but I will say there are quite a few characters I also want to do in this series that I am worried probably won't get voted. Especially because, let's be real, I'm not even going to blame you guys all too much, but just the way YouTube works, if I put up a vote, I kind of already expected that you guys are basically only going to vote for the hardest, most annoying characters to beat the game with. And sure enough, that is what happened. Almost no one voted for the easy, nice choices. Basically, everyone voted for the choices that would be as hard as physically possible. And that's alright, it's just, there are some characters that are pretty easy to beat the game with that I just think would be really fun. So next video, we're going to do Hex. So you can look forward to seeing that in the next video. And don't worry, we'll put up another vote straight away, and after I've done Hex, we'll do whatever you decide to vote this time. With all that being said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.